Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel guys. Today I just want to share my experience with this Carbon Collective air blower. I got it I think I got it about a year ago, and I mainly wanted an air blower for the interior, you know, to blow off in between the seats and whatnot. That was my primary goal for buying an air blower, because it's smaller, a bit smaller than the air compressor. And but I kind of started using it for the exterior as well, which I think it's primarily made for, right? Blowing off the exterior is like a drying machine for the exterior when the car is wet. And basically I bought this car for I bought this air blower for 175 pounds, and this is how it comes, with a long hose, with detaches like this. Just put it in, then lock it in like this. Pretty simple mechanism. You get a cord, which is about, I think, roughly, let's have a look. Could be roughly 3 meters. Correct me if I'm wrong. And similar locking mechanism. It comes with 2 attachments. Over here as well, you just basically undo it like this. You got a narrow attachment that gives you a bit more I don't want to say pressure, but it kind of blows a bit more air. You got a wider angle fan to blow out bigger areas. This is for smaller areas, tighter areas. So it has, you can regulate the airflow, and it is a quite powerful device, I should say. You can just blow cold air, or if you press this over here as well, you can blow warm air. But I never use the warm air function, because especially in the exterior, because I use water from the tap and I don't want it to dry quickly on the surface, because you know, you might get water spots. And for the exterior, I just go half. That's all I need when I'm drying the car. I just dry the edges. I will show you later on in the video. And in the interior as well, I go very, very low, because I don't need that much airflow. It can be potentially dangerous. You can blow out some buttons if it's an older car and has been damaged, and some parts of the interior have been damaged, so you have to be careful. And as well with the car paint, if you have paint overspray, or if you have bad feathered edges, you can actually blow some paint off. But you can do the same thing with the pressure washer. So yeah, so as well, what's nice about it has these wheels here. It moves around, and it has brakes as well, meaning that you can lock this whole thing in. You can move around. You can also lock it in so it doesn't move anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. So, and as well, you do, when you turn it on, you have to get ready for it, because this hose will expand because of the airflow. Well, the only drawback for me, obviously, if you get an air compressor, you get like a gun, which you press and you can control it. Like, you press a little bit, you blow it, the area you need, that you blow the area that you need, and that's it. You can control it. With this one, you have to press the button, blow the area, then you have to come back to the machine to switch it off. And while it starts, while it kicks in, it takes a few seconds for the motor to get your desired airflow that you set up on the top here. And with air compressor, you get instant air with just by the press of the gun. That's the only drawback, but this is a bit of a different device for a different purpose. It's mainly for I would say exteriors. You can use it for the interiors as well. You know, some tight areas, as I said, like I hate, especially the in between the seats. This might help. So I can't give you no numbers on this machine. I'll just show you how it works in real life, basically, when after, you know, after I finish the contact wash on my car and there's water sitting on the surface. So yeah, let's get into the video. So when I use the air blower, I use it only half of the strength, because this is more than appropriate to dry off the car. You do get a little bit of pushback with it, so you have to hold the hose with both of your hands, and just in case it doesn't bump into the car itself, which may cause potential scratches and whatnot. In summer, however, I would probably dry the panels first with the microfiber drying towel, and then use the air blower, because in summer everything dries very quick and you want to get rid of the water as quick as possible, especially on the surfaces that are exposed to the sun. But now there's no direct sunlight, it's quite cool outside, and it doesn't dry as quick, so I go for the air blower first, blowing out all these nooks and crannies. As you can see, I direct the flow of the air. Pretty much I use one direction. I don't want the water to move back and forth. I do have to move the air blower around the car a little bit so that I can reach all the areas or around the car. So it's not a big of an issue anyway. It's quite light, so it's not a problem at all. Also, all the emblems and badges, I mean, you can, if it's an older car, and the adhesive is not as strong as it used to be, and you use a full blast, especially with the narrow nozzle, you can potentially them off. So you have to be a bit careful with that. But if you use a half strength, it's more than appropriate, as I mentioned before, and it's quite safe too. Also, it might be worth putting some air plugs on, because it does produce a lot of noise, this air blower, especially when you put it at full strength. So uh, just something to consider. So this is where I'm using the air blower at full strength on the car mats, and it does a good job there as well. Makes life a lot easier because you already have it out, so might as well just use this air to clean the carpets. Well, not clean them, but at least get most of the dirt off. Then you can use a drill brush, or you can use just a regular brush to get the remainder of it. But 90% of the dirt, like leaves and stuff like that, stuff you don't want there, it will definitely help to get rid of that. And now I'm using probably 1/3 of the strength here on the interior, just to blow out some tight corners and edges. I do it very rare, but if a car is very dirty, this will definitely help, um, especially in the tight corners. And as you can see, now that I'm finished, I just wrap the cord around the device itself and put it back on the shelf. It doesn't take a lot of space, but you have to detach the hose first, otherwise it's going to get in your way, and you need to keep it separately. But it's really easy to attach and detach it. So overall, this is a great device, good quality, carbon collective. The device itself, as you can see, it's like in blue color. It's a good quality device, the good quality machine. It feels nice. It is quite pricey though, but I think it's a quite reliable thing to buy. And if you have a house or a garage, it's definitely worth having. but choosing between an air blower and this, it's completely up to you. I would use both. It depends on the situation, but it's nice to have this for the exterior and sometimes for the interior. So if you're looking to buy it, I think you can get it off the Carbon Collective website, car cleaning websites. Pretty much sold widely there. You can get discounts as well. So thank you for watching the video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.